Hey guys, how you doing? Ray here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. I get a lot of questions, guys, with the RC stuff. I'd like to get back into the car stuff a little bit more. I do a lot of helicopter stuff. I'm predominantly a car guy. I started as a car guy and seem to have been pushed into the helicopter world a lot. I do have a lot of helicopters and a lot of knowledge of them. But I do love the cars, and I do know a lot about the cars, Baja buggies, nitro cars, and all that. That's what I was born and bred on. And I got some little tips for you today on this big guy here. Most of you guys out there, if you're not making these into like street racers, like putting the big, you know, those Lexan bodies you can buy for them, and you turn them into like a 57 Chevy or something like that. If you're having them like this, you're obviously going in the dirt, the grass, gravel, sand pits. So that's where these tips will come in. There's a company out there, guys, called Outerwears. They make pre-filters, okay, for your air filter setup. They make them for your pull start down there to keep all the dirt and dust out. They also make, for the shocks, outerwear shock covers, okay? I don't have the shock covers, guys. They are good. I might get them eventually down the road. The newer shocks, they all come with the rubber boots on the shafts, so you're not really getting sand and dirt on the shaft anymore like you did years ago. So right now, they're not a necessity for me. But they are good, they do work, and they will keep your shocks clean. I like these filters a lot because it just saves you a lot of having to pull the air filter out and everything. It's got basically a triple stage now where it has the stock setup, the first one that you have oiled, and then it has the gray dust cover, and then it has this screened filter over it. And the pull start also has one on there too. I think they're probably the best investment you can make for these buggies, guys. Those two right there. And if you want to do the shock covers, that's up to you. But they will give you a lot of preventive maintenance. They'll save your pull start from getting crap in there and pulling it and getting it jammed up and stuck and breaking a rope or whatever. I do get a tremendous amount of questions about this big buggy, okay? And people are always asking me, number one thing is about upgrades. And you know, I'm screaming and yelling about upgrades and helicopters, and I'm tired of it and all that. My advice, and the advice I got from a company, a website that sells predominantly all this stuff, they said, Ray, don't change it until it breaks, or you find it breaking a lot, okay? And I've had some issues with this in the last month. It seemed to have arisen ever since I put these Hostile tires and the beefed up the V2 Dominator muffler. What was happening was the clutch is kind of floating. Anybody who has these or knows or is taking them apart, the clutch bell is not like on a nitro car. On a nitro car, the clutch bell goes on and it gets screwed, the screw goes into the crankshaft, okay? On these guys, it doesn't work like that. The clutch bell, the gear and the clutch bell, your pinion, it just, the pinion is getting screwed right onto the clutch bell directly. The clutch bell goes over the clutch shoes and it's free floating, okay? And it's inside of a carrier housing. Well, twice I've had it, the clutch bell went sideways and the screw broke, and I stripped out the spur gear. Well, Dave's Discount Motorsports, they said that's going to keep happening, Ray. I think it's because the increased torque that these tires gripping now, the old tires never gripped. So they said that's going to keep happening to you until you get an aluminum clutch bell housing the carrier unit, okay? I'm going to try it one more time, guys. I put a stainless steel screw in there and I tightened everything down real good. I'm going to give it another couple shots, and if it does happen again, I'm just going to take Dave's advice there and buy that. I think it's like 30, 40 bucks, something like that, maybe $50. But anyways, the pre-filters is what I wanted to talk about. And as far as upgrades and all that on these things, if you notice something's breaking a lot, then upgrade it to a better, more quality part. Okay, guys, but if they're not, don't waste your money. But these, you can get these at Dave's Discount Motorsports and get them at A-Main Hobbies. You can Google search them. You can get them from www.outerwears.com directly. That's your choice where you want to get them from, but definitely get one for the air filter setup, guys, and definitely get one for the pull start under here. It's the same color, it's red. Take that off the pot, I'll show it to you quick, and then we'll call this video done. But definitely, guys, these are very good things if you're going to upgrade or change anything on these, and they're very inexpensive. Okay, you can buy these without the Dave's Discount logo on them, or just the Outerwears logo. It doesn't really matter, they're the same. Okay, Outerwears just allows Dave to put their name on there. And the other one is down here. You put the Velcro around it. Simple, goes right on. It'll keep that pull start from jamming up. Okay, so there you go. Quick little look of the buggy. But definitely, guys, if you got one of these buggies, do yourself a favor and pick up those two things. If you want to upgrade anything, that is definitely where you want to start. Thanks for watching.